Boy, howdy, do we have a big matchup between two long-time TOL owners. We have Ricky's Miami Sharks taking on Jenkinson's Hot Babes. I am the measuring stick, Mike Petrosic, calling the action. The Sharks win the coin toss. Let's go down to the field. Tina Fey gonna kick off. Of course, Hot Babes, Jenkinson's tribute to the late great John Pryor and his famous titles, famous titties, whatever they were called. And the Ricky, and Ricky's Sharks. He's been the Sharks for the most part. He was season one in most seasons. I know I think he did a Cowboys team and he had a couple others, but mostly he is the Miami Sharks. Always a high-powered offense with them. Maybe not so much on the defense, but incomplete pass. I'm pretty sure they're a heavy pass team. Steamin' Willie Beeman out of the shotgun, dropping back, looking. He's got Sanderson in his sights, lobs it up. Can't get the jumping grab, overthrows him. Incomplete. That's going to result in a punt, a quick 3-and-out for the Sharks. Beeman missing the check down to, I think it was probably Julian Washington. Dramper punts, Blinky Smoochie, Shmoo on the punt return down around the 18. Hot Babes going to take over. Oh, look at that. Some of my all-time favorites. For a long time, ScarJo was my celebrity hall pass. Now you got Alexandria Daddario. She's out there. Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney. She's all right. She's easy to look at. Look at ScarJo go. Jiggling and jumbling as she runs down the field. I don't think they're going to get her. 10-15, 10-5, touchdown. ScarJo. Oh, what I wouldn't give to disappoint you. The ScarJo scores. She is a babe for sure. Here's the extra point. Tina Fey. Sexy leg Tina Fey. Oh, wide left. Everyone's kickers are trash, including mine. I think we all just collectively agreed and decided that was the place where points could be sacrificed. I've missed more than my fair share of extra points and field goals. Terrell Owens, however you want to say it, on the return there. Sorry, if I seem a little tongue-tied, it's, oh, wow. I don't know how Williams caught that. That was going right for the defender, and he was a few feet away, but somehow he grabbed it. If I seem a little tongue-tied, I'm excited. I just saw that they're releasing, should be today, the remastered version of Elder Scrolls Oblivion. Love that game. Love Skyrim, so if I can play it with updated graphics, I'll give it another go. Julian Washington on the carry. Looks like he lost yards, or maybe he gained yards based on where they were. I think there was a sack before that. Wide receiver reverse to Sanderson. He's got a blocker. Oh, just enough for the first down. A rare instance where the reverse works. He could have cut up to the sideline. Might have been able to house it, but either way, fresh set of downs in the back of the end zone. Interception! Couldn't see who got it. Touchback. Babes back on offense. Here's the ScarJo. She's going to step up. She's going to tuck and run. I'm not going to say what she's tucking. She breaks a tackle. Down at the 49-yard line. Past midfield already. We got 1:30 left in the first quarter. The Hot Babes moving along. Oh, she's got someone open. ScarJo sees Cleopatra, but she's hit as she threw it. Went out of bounds. If she could have had just another second, that probably would have been a touchdown. ScarJo dropping back. Pressure. She hears the footsteps. Trying to get rid of it. Oh, it's tipped. She was going for Jinx. I'm not sure who that is. I need to see the full name. It's all right, though. Here's the ScarJo to Taylor. Some receiver reverse shenanigans. They get the first down. I'm not sure what, again, yeah, I'm sure once I see the first name, I'll be like, oh, yeah, but Taylor, I'm not sure. Elizabeth Taylor? She was a babe back in the day. She could be the version of Cleopatra out there. Interception, but then a fumble, and the Hot Babes are covered in the end zone. That's going to be good for the touchdown. I think Jennifer Lawrence, no, sure enough, Liz Taylor. A golden era babe, if you will. So the turnover turns into a turnover, which turns into a touchdown. Two negatives, resulting in a positive. I don't think you see that very often in today's math, but what do I know? I'm not a mathlete. I was an athlete. Still like to think of myself kinda. I go to the gym most days. I'm up to 50 minutes on the elliptical, you know, pumping iron. It's nice to have a gym membership again. We got a fairly new gym here in town. It's a nice, brand new $5 million facility. It's quite nice, so. Deadlifting, all that good stuff. Anyway, Sharks are on. Enough about that. Nobody cares about my workout routine, except for maybe Tim. There's a chance he's listening to this, but incomplete pass. Beeman and the Sharks offense just not able to get much going here. Washington stopped almost immediately. No gain on that carry. Here's Beeman. He's going to drop back. He's going to check down, but the receiver's covered. Incomplete. Another 3 and out. This is somewhat uncharacteristic of the Sharks. This offense can usually put up the points, but offensive line not doing Beeman any favors. Another punt by Dramper means another return by Blinky Smoochie. She hangs on, and the Babes once again on offense. The Scarjo once again behind center. Let's see what other weapons she has at her disposal. There's Cleopatra. You could argue that that's 2 versions of Liz Taylor on the field. First down. Here's Scarjo. Pressure, the blitz. It's not tipped. Wow. Nice catch by Daddario. I could get lost in her eyes. Trying for Taylor. Incomplete. Defender was there, but he couldn't haul it in. 5 yards to move the chains. Let's see what they do. What do they draw up on the old Cleopatra diving catch? I lost my train of thought there. What they draw up on, let's say, the whiteboard. That's what I meant to say. The playbook. Designed run for Scarjo. She's got open grass in front of her. Touchdown. Another touchdown by the Scarjo. This is looking to be a blowout. I know it's early. A lot could change, especially at halftime, but look at that. The Babe's going to be up 20-0. Tina Fey sinks the extra point. Here's the kickoff. Not a strong kickoff by Fey. It's going to give Owens a chance here if he can get behind his blockers. Cut up. Tried to get to the far sideline. This is almost a do-or-die drive for the Sharks. Beeman, pressure, sacked by Mia Malkova. I believe she is an adult starlet. Here's the reverse to Sanderson. Again, he's got, was that Beeman blocking for him? Breaks free. Can't break the second tackle. Big gain, though. 3rd and 3. Here's Beeman on the designed run. He gets the sideline and he gets the first down just enough. Blockers doing their job. Beeman looking to throw. Another blitz. Gets rid of it. He's got Waters in his sight. Intercepted by S. Wentworth. I don't know that one. Name's not ringing a bell. Scarjo looking. Cleopatra gets the diving catch. Gets up. Drags the defender for a couple more yards. Babe's already in close to scoring position. They take a timeout. They got enough time. Just got to call the right plays. Don't rush it. Don't throw an interception. Going to give it to Daddario. She gains a few. Second timeout for the Babes. 1.5 to go. Scarjo dropping back. Quick release. The Chuck defender spooked her a little. She gets it to J-Law. They're just short of the first down. They're out of timeouts. They need 1 yard for the first down. Probably a chip shot for Tina Fey. But why risk it? Why put it in the kicker when the kickers are underpaid this season? If I had to guess, you know. Already missed an extra point. Scarjo looking. Got Liz Taylor in the back of the end zone. Touchdown. Drops a dime right between the numbers. Say it with me. That pass was dipped in honey, on the money, and good for 6. The Babes just cruising along. This isn't even close. I'm not going to say it. You know what I'm thinking if you've listened to my commentary, but let's just keep those thoughts to ourselves for now. I don't want to jinx it for Jenks. A Jenks jinx. Here's Owens. T.O. Look at them go. 41 seconds. Sharks, they gotta make something happen. They're pretty much dead in the water. Normally that's a good scenario for a shark, but in this case, ooh, nice run by Beeman, but just stopped in his tracks right in the middle of the field. The defender just full head of steam, lowered his shoulder and hit him right in the breadbasket. Here's Beeman, completes it to not Ricky Williams. I don't know who that Williams is. I know Ricky Waters is on this team. Doesn't matter as we're going to halftime. Babes up, 27-0. It has been all hot babes. Who doesn't like that? I'm sure maybe Ricky doesn't like that right now, but just picture your favorite hot babe and it'll all be okay. Icebox O'Shea starts the second half, but kicking off. Blinky Smoochie. Past the 20, up to the 25. And that is where the drive will begin for the hot babes. Scarjo out of the shotgun. Designed QB run, but it's a blitz. The Sharks had that one ready. Loss of 7 as they stopped the Scarjo. Here's Scarjo trying for Liz Taylor. Oh, just ahead of the defender. Dove, caught it, got up, and chucked the defender. Amazing agility and strength displayed by Liz Taylor. Scarjo, he's got Cleopatra. Boom. Button hook. Would have liked to have seen the route continue, but that's the play. Scarjo sacked by Beastman. Okay, that's the glitch. Say Beastman's on my team. He's not on the Sharks, but hey, if he gets credit for the sack, I'll take it. Here's Scarjo on the designed run. Hits the sideline. One guy to beat. Drags him just short of the first down. If her butt was holding the ball, she would have had it, but J-Law gets the first down. Be first and goal from the 4. If the Babes score here, and I'm guessing they will, this one's over. That's going to be the dagger, I think. Incomplete. Defender was there. I'd rather see them call a running play here. Maybe to Daddario. There we go. They hand it off. Walks in untouched. Touchdown, hot babes. Alex Daddario. She hypnotized the defenders with her blue eyes. Or maybe it was her Ghibli bits. I don't know. She's a babe. Liked her in season 1 of The White Lotus. Among other things. She was good in that Baywatch remake. Here's Terrell Owens. He doesn't get very far. Sharks kind of left scratching their head, looking for answers, wondering what the hell went wrong. Here's Beeman. He's got Terrell Owens. It's a complete. They're at their 45. At this point, you're kind of playing for pride. You just want to break the shutout and put some points on the board. Beeman, incomplete. Defender was step for step with him. Both dove. Neither could catch it. Beeman fakes the handoff. Defender in his face. Incomplete. Whole mess of players there. Again, nobody able to come up with it, though. 3rd and 10 now. Beeman dropping back. Another blitz. Not quite a blitz, but pressure in his face. But Owens able to dive and haul it in. They're at the Babes 30. This has been their most successful drive yet. Let's see if it ends with some points. Owens open. Defender able to get there, though. Incomplete. Again, if he had kept the route towards the end zone, he came back on the button hook, and it gave the defender the chance. This time, he's not going to miss, though. Owens dives, they get up, they stop him. 1st and goal, they need 2 yards. They're going to give it to Washington. They are. Direct snap to Julian Washington. Touchdown! Sharks are on the board. No boiling water today. That maybe softens the sting just a little, but I don't see them completing the comeback. Their defense has not had an answer for the Babes' offense yet. They're going to need a small miracle. They're going to need some luck, some turnovers, and a whole lot of other things to go right for them. Blinky Smoochie. Slowly outmaneuvering everyone. Look at her go. Cuts up. Almost to midfield. Deceptively slow is Blinky Smoochie. But in some people's eyes, she's a cutie, so more power to you. J-Law with a nice run. Gets the first down. Takes a nice chunk of time off the clock. We're almost to the fourth quarter here. ScarJo hits Liz Taylor. Touchdown. Just like that. They answer back and, in a way, wipe out the touchdown by the Sharks. Another excellent pass by the ScarJo. She's looking impressive. Tina Fey, I think she doinked this one if she didn't push it wide left completely. Sure enough, doinks it. No good. Second missed point for Fey today. At this point, it doesn't really matter, but you want every point possible. Sharks back on offense. Beeman back in the shotgun. He's going to try and connect with T.O. again. Pressure. Gets rid of it. Diving grab by Julian Washington, but ends up only being good for a couple of yards. The Babes' defense, just constant pressure on Beeman. Here's the handoff to Washington. He cuts up. He's got the first down. 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Time for probably one, maybe two more plays. Beeman, shotgun. Who's he got? He's got Julian Washington. Another complete pass. First down. Breaking some tackles. Washington off to the races. Portrayed by LL Cool J. He's going to take this one to the house. Touchdown, Sharks. Finally something going right for the offense. 2 scoring drives back to back. They're still down by a lot, but you want to have something to build on for the next game. When you're watching film on Monday, you want to know what went right and maybe put a little gold star next to the plays that worked. Here's the onside kick by Icebox. Sharks recover. If I were the Babes, I'm not sweating yet, but defense needs to make a stand here just in case. If too much of the momentum swings in favor of the Sharks, who knows what might happen. Beeman going to run on this one. He is. He's got his blockers. Gets up to the sideline. Look at him go. Steamin' Willie Beeman got his invisible juice, invincible juice, whatever you call it. Beeman shotgun. He's got some options across the middle. He's got Ricky Waters in his sights. Good for another first down. They are in the red zone. Sharks not giving up. Not yet. Oh, the reverse to Sanderson was stopped. Loss of 7. Defender was there. Sanderson tripped over him. Almost a sack for Beeman. He completes it to Washington, who was covered right away. 3rd and 7. Beeman, pressure, incomplete. I think they're going to go for it. No, they're going to try for the field goal. Interesting decision. Time is a factor and not exactly on the side of the Sharks. They're going to take whatever points possible, but they really need the touchdown. It's good. Icebox O'Shea nails the field goal. It's 40-17. Here comes another on. No? Okay, now I'm confused. I don't know why they wouldn't go for another onside kick. Maybe if they figure it's just not worth it since they settled for the field goal, but that's going to put ScarJo back out there. She's dropping back. Tries for Daddario. 2 defenders there. Results in an incomplete pass. 2nd and 10. ScarJo again. Short drop back. Steps up. She's going to run. She splits all the defenders. Gets the block. I don't know if it'll be quite enough. She might take this one to the house. She does. The ScarJo, her 3rd rushing touchdown today. That was a long one. She high-stepped her way to the end zone. I think, okay, that'll do it. They make this extra point. They're up by 30 with less than 3 minutes. Breathe a sigh of relief, Michael Jenkinson. Your team's not going to be upset today. They're not going to blow the giant lead they have. Maybe you're going to blow a giant load after watching these hot babes. I don't know. That's your business. Another unimpressive return by Owens. Beeman. They're doing the reverse to Sanderson. They're not doing themselves any favors. It's just enough for the first down, but they need to be chucking that ball down the field. So maybe they're not a heavy pass team. Maybe they're balanced pass. Here's Beeman. He's got Owens. He steps up. He's sacked by Marilyn Monroe. You hate to see that. I mean, just nothing going right. Sanderson completes it, or Beeman, I should say, completes it to Sanderson. Sanderson able to haul it in. Another timeout for the Sharks. They got 1 left. Beeman again out of the shotgun. Going to drop back. Feeling the pressure. Incomplete. Thought the receiver had it, but defense was there. Beeman looking. He's got Owens. He tries for Williams instead. He completes it. Williams to the 10, to the 5, down at the 2-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal as the Sharks take their last timeout. Will it be Washington? It will. Can he get there? He does. Cuts up towards the pylon. Breaks the plane, and Julian Washington has another touchdown for the Sharks. If they make the extra point, they're down by 23. The minute 8 left. It's going to take a lot of onside kicks and a lot of one-play scoring drives. I just don't think the Sharks offense has it in them. Here's the kick by O'Shea. Right to Cleopatra. Cleopatra going to do her best to house this. They eventually get her, but it's all over but the crying at this point. I think ScarJo's going to run here. She is. She doesn't get up to the sideline. Runs right into the defender. No gain. 56 seconds to go. Here's a blitz. They get Jennifer Lawrence in the backfield, losing 5 yards. 3rd and 15. It's probably a makeable field goal for Faye. Daddario tries to get some of those yards back. Sure enough, here comes Tina Fey. She's going to try for the field goal. I think she pushed it right. We'll see. Doinks, it's good! 50-24. Tina Fey able to doink it off the upright. The game was already over, but why not tack on a few more points? You never know when things are going to come down to point differential. Take what they'll give you. All right, time for a couple plays for the Sharks. It was too little, too late. They put up a fight there at the end, but the whole first half, they didn't do anything. 1st down on that catch, 6 seconds left. Here's the last play of the game. Beeman, shotgun, dropping back. Defender in his face, he just throws it out of bounds, incomplete, and that's going to do it. The Hot Babes win in convincing fashion, 50-24. Look at that. 208 rushing yards on 7 rushing attempts for ScarJo. She had like 3 rushing touchdowns. Throwing a couple more to Liz Taylor and Cleopatra, or between the two of them. And you got a pretty convincing victory. That's going to do it for me. We'll talk to you guys next time.